Okay, hi, I'm back with another video. Don't mind me and don't mind the light. I just have to do my nails, so, trying to be all cute and stuff. But, I just really wanted to make this video to talk really quickly about just the things I've been learning recently and getting down to the basics of, I guess you can say, metaphysics. I guess you can say getting down to the basis of that. But I realized in my learning that really it all just kind of comes down to, at the end of the day, masculine and feminine energy, and we all are comprised of both. But we're living in a world where people like men, people born men and people born women are they're expressing the opposite energy of what they are. I'm not even just talking about like transgender or anything like that, or homosexuality. I'm not talking about anything like that. I'm talking about women exerting more masculine energy than feminine energy, and men exerting more feminine energy than masculine energy. We're just living in a time where this is happening, and that's not right. That's weird. That is the problem with the world. That's why everything is in disarray. That's why everything is so crazy. So that is like why we're living in like such a crazy time right now, because nobody is trying to live like who they really are. The thing that we need to realize is how to reclaim our power and, get our balance back. That's what we need to be focused on. And when I make my videos, I do usually have like Black women in mind. I do, because we're at the bottom. Just by societal standards, we are just not in a position of power, and we have to fight so hard just to get what we want. And if we just reclaim our power, we don't have to work so hard. We can just expect what's already ours. You know what I mean? So no one's going to teach you that. You really have to go through your own expression. You really have to go through your own learning and, figure that out on your own. But hopefully, like if you're watching my videos, you can see that it is a long journey, but it's well worth it. All the information that you learn, everything that you have to, all the conditioning you have to undo. It's hard work, but it's rewarding work. There's always a return on your investment when you invest in your knowledge. And that's why I'm always going to stress like studying. So even though I'm not in the Bible and doing that Hebrew Israelite stuff anymore, it's still important to be studying every single day and learning every day, because I'm learning now just about the true divine feminine energy. And I think that came out in that video that I made when I said that I woke up my death and rebirth as a Black woman and goddess. A lot of that goddess energy was coming out and popping out in that video to just show you guys, like what can really be yours, and that there's no need to suffer. There's no need to suffer. You're a woman. There's no need for any woman on this planet to suffer. Every woman has the creator energy. Every woman can figure out ways to get out of any problem that she's in, if she just takes the proper time and care that it does take. It's not easy. It's not gonna happen overnight if you're not already born, relatively spiritual and have already been practicing. Yeah, you do have to start from zero. But once you do realize it, and once you harness that strong feminine energy that you're born with, things will definitely get better. And that's not maybe, it's not like, voodoo or anything like that. Like, it's just sheer facts. The sooner that Black women just in general realize that, the better everything can be in the long run. The thing that I learned, the divine feminine energy, the way that women behaved way back when, even before the Bible times, before patriarchy, before God was painted to be a picture of a masculine energy, like there was the feminine energy, there was the darkness, and from the darkness comes everything. The darkness is feminine energy. That's me personally. No one told me that. That's just me connecting my own dots and, coming to that realization on my own. But the divine feminine energy is the energy that we need to reclaim and repossess again in this world, so that we can get things, going our way. So many women are depressed and sad and stressed over men. And it's really crazy when you think about it. But it is because of patriarchy. It is because of the conditioning. It is because of how we're raised. But that's why it is your responsibility to learn and undo all that conditioning. It is your responsibility to go back and figure out what resonates with you and your spirit, because your spirit is in your body, and your body will let you know if you're learning something that's valuable to you, or if you're just learning something that's going to condition you and keep you in a state of servitude. So no one was going to tell me that. I had to learn all of this on my own. But it's so much more rewarding now because I know why I'm doing everything. I know the reason behind why I'm doing everything. Everything now has intention. No one was going to teach me that, but I did have to learn that on my own, and I did, and now I get to practice what I've been learning in the real 3D life. And that's why that's why I've been coaching people. That's why I have clients and things like that, because these powers that I have, I can really help people. And that's what I want to do. I want to see people winning. That's my main thing. That's what I care about. That's what I stand for. I want to see people winning. I want to see people on top. But, some people want to stay stagnant. Some people don't want to learn. You know what the Bible says, like knowledge is given to those who seek it. And, it's not going to just be given out for free, because knowledge that's earned for free isn't even that valuable. The sooner that, women in general reclaim their power and stop acting like men or just gods when they're not even exhibiting God energy, the better everything will be. And I've said this literally just like in my last video. You have to do what makes you feel good. Like, you can't be living your life for other people. You can't be living your life, maybe thinking like, oh, maybe that this person will treat me better if I just do more. If I just do more, maybe nobody should be living like that. You should never be doing more for anyone but yourself or your children. That's it. That's really it. There's too many men out there to be doing all that for one, especially like when you're in your 20s, like me. Like, you're too young. You're just too young to be doing all that for one man. Personally, that's what I personally believe. You be giving your whole life away. People who be married for like 80 years, like, I don't see, and this is me personally because I just need my freedom, but I don't see how somebody could be happily married for like 80 years with one person. Like, to me, that just sounds like a trap. But women just are so ready to give up everything because they like one guy, or like, maybe this guy will be different than the others if I just show him what I'm like. No, just be you always. When you're being yourself, like, when you stick out and you're different from anyone that he's ever encountered before, and that's really my experience. I am different. Every man that I encounter, I'm different from every woman that they've ever met. And I think that's the reason why I have so much success with men, just because I'm so different and I never stop being me. I'm always me. I don't lower my boundaries. I don't stop, doing what I want to do. When they try to get me to change my mind about something, I hold strong. I don't fight with anybody. I don't argue with anybody. I just hold my ground. I just, I know my opinions. I know what I like. I know what I want. And I don't let anyone persuade me of anything else, because nobody lives my life and nobody, knows my perspective. So that's my thing personally. And since, we're living in a world where we're going to have to keep dealing with men. I mean, like, to talk about divine feminine energy and not bring up men, it doesn't make any sense. You can't know feminine energy without having masculine energy. So that's just, these are the things that I think about. So yeah, there's so many people that aren't living in their proper roles. But women, I know I talked about the hierarchy in the house, how you have like the Most High, and then the man, and then the woman. When I say the Most High is feminine energy. When I say the Most High, I'm thinking she. When I say the Most High, I'm not thinking he. I did used to think like that. You can see proof of that in my old videos. But when I'm thinking of the Most High, I'm thinking about the highest power possible that I know of, which to me is the darkness. So when I say the Most High, that's exactly what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the creator energy, the dark energy. And so many women are out of touch with that. And if we can, that's what the divine feminine is. That's what I truly believe. Just based on what I've experienced, based on what I've been living, based on who I've been working with, the tingling sensations that I get in my head and in various parts of my body when I come across information that just resonates with me and resonates with my DNA as truth. That's why I share this information, because I want to see other people winning. I don't want to see people struggling. And my main thing is that if women are not suffering, If women are self-secure, if women have their self-esteem sky high and are confident and know exactly what they want, don't take less than what they want, don't operate in a way that's so desperate to try and keep a man because you act like there's no other men out there. When women reclaim their power, this world changes. So that's why I'm talking about this from this standpoint, because I can see that. I know it starts with women. That's, again, something that no one was going to teach me. I'm just learning from experience, and I'm loving it. That's why I'm sharing with you, because I know a lot of people aren't going to teach you, but you don't have to work so hard. If you have to work hard for a man that's not the man for you, get rid of him, stop talking to him, forget about him. There's more where that came from. It's okay. It's okay. You're not losing. You're only making room for better. You're not losing. But and it's not to say like everybody should act like me. It's not act like me. It's act like you. Be you always. And that's why I do life coaching and relationship coaching now, and self-love coaching, because I want to help women, and not even just women, the feminine energy, because there's gay men too, you know what I mean, that are very feminine. But I work with the feminine energy because I'm a feminine woman. So if you're a masculine man or a masculine woman, none of my advice is ever going to work. Nothing what I'm saying is ever going to make sense, because that's not the type of energy, that's not the frequency I'm on. I'm a feminine woman. I work with femininity in all aspects, whether that be a feminine man or a feminine woman. Femininity, that energy that radiates, the feminine energy that radiates from whoever my client is. My thing is that like, I want those people who are feminine to not feel like they have to do so much to maintain their masculine counterpart. Because you don't have to. When your counterpart is right for you and they're a masculine person, you don't have to do so much. They will pursue you. They will come after you. They will hunt you down. That's just the main thing that I want all my clients to know. I just want them to understand that. I want them to, feel that, believe that. And even if you're just watching this video, like, you're probably not my client if you're just like stopping by, but I mean, like, even if you're just watching this video and you know that something that I've said, sounds like your life, just stop for a second and, meditate and see, why do I put up with things like this? Why do I say I don't deserve this behavior, but then I accept this behavior? And it took a long time ago, a man that I was involved with, this was back in 2014, to help me see that. Like, I thought that he was treating me so bad, and he wasn't really doing all that. I'm just a highly sensitive person, so I used to take a lot of things to heart before I, started practicing controlling my emotions. But back then I thought that he was just treating me so bad and doing this, and he was just like, okay, obviously I'm not doing anything wrong because you stick around. That's what he told me. He's like, look, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're like crying about. If I'm treating you so bad, you wouldn't be here. And you're here. So there's nothing really that I can do. I'm gonna keep doing what I've been doing. Yeah, so that was funny. That was funny to me. He was like, yeah, I'm gonna keep doing what I've been doing. Figure out what you gonna do, because you don't have to be here. I'm here because you allow me to be here, basically. And that's literally, I mean, I don't want to, okay, that's how most men think. Like, if you allow them to be there, they're going to be there. If you don't allow them to be there, they're not going to be there. And it's really that easy. It's really that simple. That's what it comes down to. So, as a woman, step back into your femininity. If you have to consult with anyone, if you have to do some research regarding like divine feminine energy and just re-healing yourself, meditating, undoing the destruction that you've brought on yourself because of miseducation. Because I can say that, most women have gone through that. They have done horrible things to their body. They've gone through so much trauma because of men, because of patriarchy. They've done so many things that are just questionable to their own true self, and things that they wouldn't have usually done had they just stayed living in their authentic self and not bending their standards, not bending their boundaries, not doing anything crazy for men. And that is the divine feminine. Let that energy flow into you. I'm not going to say a man. If the masculine energy wants you, the masculine energy is going to do what's necessary to get you if you are the feminine energy. That's just point blank period. Masculine chases feminine, yin yang. There's always one. I mean, it's like the perfect wheel, actually. You know what I mean? Like one is chasing the other. You know what I mean? But really, it's just the feminine energy running from the masculine energy. That's the way I see the yin and yang symbol. I see the feminine energy, and then I see the dark energy being the feminine with a little bit of masculine, that little white circle with a little bit of masculine inside. That's the balance. And then I see the masculine energy, the white. I see that energy chasing the dark energy and having just that little bit of feminine energy inside with that little black circle inside. So that's the way I see yin and yang. And my clients, I mean, I care, like I said, I care about black femininity, I guess you can say. Femininity amongst black people, because that's what I've been exposed to. I can't talk about Asian, white, Mexican, Filipino, all that. I can't. I don't have enough experience being around, people like that. All I can talk about is feminine energy and masculine energy, and specifically like in the black community, because that's the community that I'm from. If you like masculine alpha men, you need to be a feminine alpha woman. That's the way I see it. And being an alpha woman doesn't mean combative and fighty and argumentative. It doesn't mean any of that. It means a strong feminine woman that knows who she wants, doesn't settle for anything less. Because a weak feminine woman breaks down her boundaries all the time, lowers her standards, does all types of crazy stuff in the name of love. She does it in the name of love, but there's just, when you really think about it and you really meditate, there's no love that should cause you to do that. No, that's not true love. No, nothing that's going to cause you to act that way is true love, or worth your time, or worth your struggle, or worth your pain, or your sorrow, or anything like that. So I guess this video ended up being kind of long, but I just wanted to talk about the divine feminine energy and why it's so necessary that women and, women in general, and I guess gay men who are more on the feminine side, it's really important that we step back into that, because what we need in this world, and maybe there's masculine women who don't agree with me. Obviously there's lots of masculine men that wouldn't agree with me, because they really portray a lot of femininity in their actions, just because of how society has been babying you and not allowing you to come to your true self. But this world needs masculinity. This world needs femininity. This world needs balance. And the feminine has to call the masculine. The masculine chases the feminine. If women are not living in their feminine energy, men can't live in their masculine energy. There's no chase. There's no hunt. You know what I mean? It's about the energy. I mean, I can see this and I'm trying to describe it with words, but this is the way I see it in my mind. But that is the main message. Just when women begin to be women again, feminine women again, then men can be masculine men again. Okay, so thank you for watching. I do hope that you enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys again soon. Thank you.